We're now shifting our focus to some other breaking developments coming in from Tamil Nadu. Now, as far as the Tamil Nadu Hooch horror is concerned, we're now understanding over 11 people have lost their lives. AIDMK leaders have now also submitted a memorandum to the Tamil Nadu governor. EPS and senior AIDMK leaders met with the governor R.N. Ravi and they handed over a complaint petition against the ruling DMK government. In the backdrop of the Tamil Nadu Hooch horror, which, as I pointed out, 11 people have lost their lives. You have AIDMK leaders, in fact, now submitting a memorandum. They've met the governor. Some pictures on your screens as well. So you have leaders like EPS and other leaders from the AIDMK all meeting the governor, R.N. Ravi, and they in fact have now handed over a complaint petition against the ruling DMK government, raising questions as to how these Hooch horrors continue to happen in a state like Tamil Nadu. So the EPS faction, in fact, now trying to make political points, raising questions against the Stalin government, meeting the governor, as I pointed out. They've submitted a memorandum as well, and they've spoken to the governor where they've asked questions as to how the Hooch horror continues to take place under the DMK government. As I pointed out, very unfortunately, in this Hooch horror in Tamil Nadu, 11 people have already been confirmed dead. So now you have the opposition that is in fact attacking and cornering the Stalin-led DMK government. In the backdrop of the Hooch horror, you have various AIDMK leaders with the likes of EPS, some visuals on your screens as well. They've met the governor, R.N. Ravi. They've moved a memorandum. They submitted a memorandum, I beg your pardon, to the Tamil Nadu governor as well. They've also handed over a complaint petition against the ruling government. So AIDMK, you remember, they had already been staging protests, mega statewide agitation, but now they're upping their ante where they're meeting the governor and the memorandum against DMK being submitted as well. Before we bring in our colleague, let's listen in to some reactions as well.
அண்மையில் பத்திரிகையில் ஊடகத்தில் அதிர்ச்சி தருகின்ற செய்திகள் தினந்தோறும் வந்தவனம் இருந்தன. கள்ளச்சாராய் சாவு விழுப்புரம் மாவட்டம் மரக்காணத்துக்கு அருகில எக்கியார்குப்பம் கிராமத்தில் இந்த கள்ளச்சாராய குடித்து கிட்டத்தட்ட 60 பேர் மருத்துவமனையில் சேர்க்கப்பட்டு சிகிச்சை பலனளிக்காமல் 15 பேர் உயிரிழந்திருக்கின்றார்கள். அதேபோல செங்கல்பட்டு மாவட்டம் தாமூர்ல அங்க போலி மதுபானத்தை குடித்து 8 பேர் உயிரிழந்திருக்கிறார்கள். நேற்றைய தினம் தஞ்சாவூர் நகரத்தில் ஒரு பார்ல குப்பசாமி என்ற நபர் காலை 11 மணிக்கு சென்று பார்ல மது அருந்திட்டு வெளியில் வந்தவுடனே சிறிது நேரத்தில் வாயில் நுரை வந்து அக்கம் பக்கத்தில் அவரை மருத்துவமனையில் சேர்த்திருக்கிறார்கள். அவர் விவேக் என்பவர் அதே பார்ல
named Vivek also visited a bar in Thanjavur district.
உயிரிழந்து விட்டார்.
After he consumed liquor, he too died.
விழுப்புரம் மாவட்டம் செங்கல்பட்டு மாவட்டத்தில் கள்ளச்சாராய் மருந்து போலி மதுபானம் மருந்து சுமார் 23 பேர் உயிரிழந்திருக்கின்றார்கள்.
Already people lost their lives in twin spurious liquor cases, one in Virupuram and Chengalpattu.
அங்கே எல்லாம் கண்டறிந்து உரியான நடவடிக்கை எடுக்கப்பட்டிருந்தால் நேற்று தினம் 2 உயிரை நாம் இழந்திருக்க வேண்டிய அவசியம்.
The government should have ensured that they curb the sale of illicit liquor after these two tragedies that took place. But despite that, we are seeing more such cases in other districts. It's the failure of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin that led to the death of 2 more people in yet another district.
அப்படி ஒரு கேள்வி எழுப்புகிறாங்க. இது ஒரு விந்தையாக இருக்கின்றது, வேடிக்கையாக இருக்கின்றது. அவர் இருவருமே அங்க இருக்கின்ற
The police are trying to cover up
மது அருந்திட்டு வெளியே
the Thanjavur case.
இந்த சம்பவம் நடந்திருக்குது. எல்லா பத்திரிகையிலும் ஊடகத்தில் வந்திருக்குது.
The 2 men who died had visited the bar and died just after they came out.
செய்தி வெளியில் வரக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக
But police are refusing to acknowledge the fact that it was because of illicit liquor that the 2 of them died.
பாண்டிச்சேரியில் ஜிப்மர் மருத்துவமனையில் உடற்கூறு ஆய்வு செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று இந்த ஊடகத்தின் வாயிலாக நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். அப்பொழுதுதான் உண்மைத்தன்மை வெளியிலும். அது மட்டுமல்ல, விழுப்புரம் மாவட்டம் செங்கல்பட்டு
We
மாவட்டம்
want a fair post-mortem to be conducted in Jipmer in Puducherry so that the truth comes out.
பிறகு 2 நாளில் 1600 பேர் கைது செய்யப்படுகிறார்கள். 2000 வழக்குகள் பதிவு செய்யப்படுகிறது. அப்படி என்றால் ஏற்கனவே கள்ளச்சாராயம் இருப்பதும் போலி மதுபானம் விற்பதும் அரசுக்கு தெரிந்திருக்கின்றது, காவல்துறைக்கும் தெரிந்திருக்கின்றது. அப்படி தெரிந்திருக்கின்ற காரணத்தினால தான் உடனடியா 1600 பேரை கைது செஞ்சிருக்கீங்க. 2000 பேர் மேல.
Let's also now bring in our colleague Purnima Mulli to try and understand what's really happening on the ground. So Purnima, we've already seen protests by the AIADMK questioning the DMK government on these various episodes, including illicit and spurious liquor. But talk to us about the meeting of the AIADMK leaders with the governor. What is the point that they're making? What are they saying in the memorandum as well as the complaint petition?
Well, after staging protests and after holding a protest march towards the Raj Bhavan, Edappadi Palaniswamy and senior leaders of the ADMK met with Governor R.N. Ravi and submitted a memorandum. The memorandum talks about how the illicit liquor sale has increased since 2021, ever since the DMK came to power, and also talks about the failure of the government to ensure that they curb the sale of illicit liquor after twin spurious liquor cases were reported, one in Virupuram and one in Chengalpet, because the ADMK says that despite such a tragedy that took place 1 week ago, yet another incident was reported late last night at Tanjavur district, once again reportedly because of consumption of illicit liquor. Therefore, the ADMK now says that it's time for the Chief Minister to resign, and also questions the police in terms of covering up the entire case, not acknowledging the fact that yes, illicit liquor is being sold at large and there are people who consume it, and the Hooch tragedy is one example of how people have lost their lives, and there's been no strict action taken by the DMK on this. So that's something that Edappadi Palaniswamy has addressed the media a short while ago, saying that they have submitted a memorandum against the failure of the government to take action and take measures, preventive measures, to curb such tragedies from happening, because yet another incident was reported late last evening is what the AIADMK says. So BJP 2 days ago had also staged a protest, had met with Governor Ravi yesterday, submitted a memorandum. One was, of course, in connection with the Hooch tragedy. The other was action to be taken against one of the DMK ministers, Sendil Balaji. And now ADMK also saying that it's time that the DMK acknowledges the fact and takes some measures, because Hooch tragedy should not be ignored, and the government's failure and its inaction on the entire issue is something that the ADMK is now highlighting.
Okay, Purnima, we leave the conversation there. Keep a close eye on all those developments for us.